One often sees insulting comments that foreign engines are used everywhere in Russia and only they can screw on nameplates. This is, of course, complete nonsense. And now we will show you what a variety of engines are produced in Russia. I would like to note that the review will contain news from only the last 5 months. That is, not in the entire history of Russia, not in 10 years, not in 20, but what happened in our engine industry in just 5 months. So, the new engine returns turboprop regional aviation to Russia. Flight tests of a new civil airliner of the IL-114-300 regional turboprop aircraft have resumed in our country. In 2015, work began on the project of an updated IL-114-300 passenger aircraft. It was decided to install 2 new turboprop engines TV-7-117ST, one with a capacity of 3,100 horsepower on the aircraft. In takeoff mode, these engines provided an impressive increase in power on the old IL-114-100 by installing the TV-7-117CM, each of which produced only 2,620 horsepower. At takeoff mode and 2,000 horsepower. Cruising. The new TV-7-117ST-1 have wider power adjustment limits from 3,600 horsepower. In emergency mode, up to only 1,500 horsepower on a cruising flight. This reduces the runway length requirements and reduces fuel consumption. In addition, the engines were equipped with new 6-blade AV-112-114 propellers, which significantly reduce noise in the cabin. With the first flight on updated engines, the IL-114-300 enters the stage of decisive tests. At least this and next year it will take to thoroughly check the upgraded TV-7-117ST-01 in all modes and make sure of its complete reliability. As previously stated, Minprom.org serial deliveries of IL-114-300 to airlines should be started in 2026. In total, 70 such machines are planned to be produced by 2030. Russian regions will finally receive a reliable, inexpensive, and unpretentious passenger airliner of completely domestic production. Yaroslavl YMZ engine plant has launched mass production of a new turbodiesel designed for trucks, buses, and special equipment. YMZ 537 was created through a deep comprehensive modernization of the UMZ 536 model. Relative to the predecessor's engine, its working volume has been increased and its power has been increased. The engine meets the -5 economy standards. For this purpose, the design uses a system of selective catalytic neutralization of exhaust gases. The company released the first batch of EMZ 537 in winter. These were 100 copies of the unit. Remdiesel has established mass production of engines for Kamaz trucks in the Black Sea embankments of Tatarstan. 300 million rubles were invested in the modernization project, of which 235 million rubles were received as part of the program completing products from the FRP Industrial Development Fund. Up to this point, Remdiesel had been exclusively engaged in the overhaul of internal combustion engines for commercial vehicles. Thanks to the modernization and purchase of new equipment, the company switched to mass production of engines. In December 2023, the company sent Kamaz the first batch of internal combustion engines, numbering more than 180 units. Remdiesel plans to produce more than 1,000 engines this year and achieve an annual production volume of 1,600 units by 2025. The produced internal combustion engines have a double-row arrangement of 8 cylinders. The engines develop power up to 260 horsepower. They are equipped with turbocharging and fuel equipment from other borrowers of the FRP, the Yaroslavl Diesel Equipment Plant, and the Altai Precision Products Plant. Only Russian components are used in the production of internal combustion engines. The localization level is 100%. TMH has started supplying consumers with new 1.9 GMG gas piston units. Created by the designers of the TMH Engine Engineering Center, the gas piston unit is a product that is completely based on the domestic technological base. It represents a direct development of the design of installations with engines of the D49 family, which have been produced at the Kolomna plant for many decades. The power of the installation at the terminals of the generator is 900 kilowatts in constant power mode. Currently, an increase in the unit capacity of the installation to 1,300 kilowatts is being worked out. All the main components of the installation, cylinder block, cylinder piston group, crankshafts and camshafts, diesel frames, fuel equipment, etc. They are manufactured at enterprises belonging to the TMH group of companies. Individual components, such as turbochargers, oil and fuel filters, engine control and management system, are purchased from qualified Russian suppliers. The United Engine Building Corporation has started manufacturing blades for the PD-8 engine, which is designed for the Superjet 100 aircraft that can withstand particularly high loads. The parts are manufactured in the innovative foundry complex of the Rybinsk Enterprise UEC Saturn from the latest heat-resistant nickel alloys, created jointly with VIM scientists. In total, Within the framework of cooperation with the Kurchatov Institute of VIAM, 5 new alloys were developed for the manufacture of a number of PD-8 engine elements for the Superjet 100 short-haul aircraft, including high-loaded working and nozzle blades of low and high-pressure turbines. The first tests of the RD-191M liquid rocket engine, designed for the Angara A-5M heavy-class launch vehicle of the Amur space rocket complex, took place. The RD-190M engine differs from the base RD-191 primarily in terms of thrust. It is boosted by 10%. This increases the capabilities of Angara, including for payload output, which is important for launching modules, and subsequently will expand the possibilities of sending cargo for the projected new Russian orbital station. Kaluga electromechanical plant of the Roselektronika Holding, part of the Rostec State Corporation, increased production of synchronous motors by 62% in 2023 compared to last year. The devices are completely Russian-made, have a high power factor and energy efficiency parameters. They are used in machine tool construction, automotive industry, as well as gas and oil production, transportation, elevator construction, and unmanned industries. In the center of Keldysh, although the Roscosmos State Corporation, fire tests of the KM-55 plasma engine in a wide power range with xenon and krypton working bodies were successfully carried out. The KM-55 engine is being developed for use as part of small spacecraft of a promising low-orbit grouping, including within the framework of the federal project sphere. At the Scientific Research Institute of Mechanical Engineering, it is part of the integrated structure of the rocket engine building under the control of the Scientific and Production Association Energomash of the Roscosmos State Corporation. A new hydrogen peroxide rocket engine is being tested for a promising manned spacecraft. The new peroxide rocket engine is designed for use in the return vehicle of a promising manned spacecraft. Kaluga Engine begins production of new GTD 1500 gas turbine engines for upgraded T-80 tanks. The production process has been launched, and the plant is actively working on the creation of new gas turbine engines. This includes the manufacture of engines, the casting of molds, and the creation of an impeller for the first stage of the unit. One of the most difficult parts of production is the casting of the overall body part of the power transmission gearbox. The 40,000th engine was produced at the Tetevsky engine plant, a subsidiary of KAMAZ in the Yaroslavl region. The largest number of engines for the month was 371 produced in March this year, 324 of them for the conveyor of the St. Petersburg tractor plant. Due to the need for import substitution, the range of products that Tetevsky motor plant supplies to the main consumer has significantly expanded, and production volumes have increased. Now a subsidiary of KAMAZ produces engines for the entire line of K7 tractors for the St. Petersburg tractor plant. In the end, I would like to add that with this video, we do not want to say that everywhere and everyone uses only domestic engines. But it is also wrong to say that we only have nameplates screwed on.